So they rip you off with their laws. They abuse you with their police. They rip us off with this credit system. They rip us off with their funky ass loans. On top of, they ripped our ancestors off for intellectual property, physical property. Everywhere we look, it's an assault on Black America. You know, everybody's against reparations. Everybody's against Black America for the most part. Hell, you have Black America against Black America, right? We've been in this country for hundreds of years, and these people can steal and pillage and kill among Black Americans with no problem whatsoever, right? So this says the House passes resolution to denounce COVID-19 racism toward Asian Americans. Representative Grace Meng, the main sponsor of the resolution, said the vote showed that the House said enough. So the House has said enough of white Asian racism, right? Black America is under assault from you guys every single minute of every single hour of every single day. You try to sit here and tell people this country was built by immigrants. No, it was not. The land was stolen and built up by force, by brutality. It says the House passed a resolution Thursday to denounce the racism toward Asian Americans that has risen as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It really kills me. Everybody speaks of racist and racist. Go back to your country. If it's racist, go back to your country. Just like the white folks, they tell niggas go back to Africa and all this other goofy ass shit. Go back to Europe. Go back to Asia, go back wherever the fuck you came from, and you won't have that problem, right? But you want to come over here and be a white Asian and blend in with the other white fucking terrorists that terrorize black people every day so you can feel like you're better amongst the thieves and the killers. The measure demands the condemnation of all forms of racism and scapegoating and calls on public officials to denounce any anti-Asian sentiment. They said any when in the fuck do these European terrorists and their sympathizers ever speak of denouncing anything that's anti-black? Ever. While the legislation won heavy Democratic support. Listen to this. The Democrats supported this. They don't support anything with reparations, anything reparative to Black America, but they'll vote for some reparative shit for some Asians that really can go back to where the fuck they came from. While the legislation won heavy Democratic support, it also got some Republican backing, passing 243 out of 164. Representative Grace Meng, the resolution's main sponsor, said the vote showed the House said enough with Asian racism. You hear that? Black people been here for almost 500 years. Man, we've been here forever. And we are terrorized every single day. We've been terrorized and brutalized so much that we brutalize ourselves. It says for months, Asian Americans in my home state of New York and in communities throughout the nation have been verbally and physically attacked, spat on, and shunned, Meng said. Enough of the demeaning usages of Chinese virus, the Wuhan virus, and Kung Flu, especially from the nation's leaders, such as President Trump, GOP leader McCarthy, and others. Enough of the scapegoating. Enough of using the Asian American community to stoke people's fears about COVID-19. These are the same raggedy ass people that are prejudiced and racist as fuck against Black America. So who the fuck cares? Let's see. Ming added, the House made clear that we reject this xenophobia and violence, and I thank all who join me in standing up to bigotry and ugliness against Asian Americans. Please tell me when people speak of bigotry and ugliness against Black America that comes from all races of people in this world. Everybody deserves to feel safe in the country we call home. But this, you call this home, but this is not your home. This is Black America's home that has been invaded by European terrorists and all of their sympathizers. The legislation, which was introduced in March, also calls for authorities to investigate and collect data about coronavirus-related hate crimes. Coronavirus-related hate crimes. Black America, how many more times do we have to be told, fuck you? Let's see, which have continued to rise, the hate crimes, which have continued to rise since the pandemic began. The reporting forum Stop AAPI Hate, whatever that means, received 2,583 reports of anti-Asian discrimination nationwide over about 5 months. New York City alone reported more than 248 incidents of harassment and discrimination related to COVID-19 from February to April, with over 40% identified as anti-Asian incidents. So they have a phone line that you can call in and make reports for Asians who are being harassed. So a chair of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, Judy Chu, said it was important for the nation's leaders to send a clear message rejecting bigotry. As long as it's at Black America, they don't care. She said the legislation likely passed because of the dire nature of the anti-Asian sentiment across the country. So you can get laws for foreigners and raggedy ass $2, and you can get anything in this country passed, talked about, looked at, as long as it's nothing for Black America, nothing about Black America, and nothing what none of these racist ass groups do and have done to us. Let's see. But the support for an Asian American centered issue also in part speaks to the importance of representation amongst legislatures, Chu said. She said that there is a record number of Asian Americans and Pacific Islander members of Congress, about 20. So everybody except Black America. Okay. It is significant that it was able to be passed on, but it is also a result of the fact that we do have more representation in Congress. So the Asian Americans have more representation in Congress, yet Black America has representation in all aspects of government, and we can't get anything done. Nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. So let's finish this. We were able to educate our fellow members of Congress about what was going on to the Asian community with regard to the COVID-19 hate crimes and incidents. Chu said the support the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus got from other congressional caucuses, including those representing Black, Latino, and Native American lawmakers, was fundamental in pushing back against pandemic-related racism. So basically what they're saying is you've had the Latino groups, Native American groups, and Black groups help Asians, and none of you niggas do anything for Black America. Nothing. And for any of you fools out between the laws, the killings, the interracial dating, just the entire buffoon show across this country that goes on with Black America, I'ma say it again. I wonder who's going to fucking write the book of how Black America fucking disappeared because of its fucking stupidity.